Point guard Doug Gottlieb joins us to talk tomorrow night's championship game. We got two of the storied programs in college hoops, two AP All-Americans in the paint, in Thomas Robinson and Anthony Davis. And, yeah, another rematch, which means, Dougie, we have some tape to break down here. What do we learn from this game, which was 4.5 months ago between these
November 15th, the Champions Classic. Remember, this is the winningest, Kentucky, and second winningest, Kansas, programs of all time in college basketball. You're talking about storied history. So they meet in November, and both teams are very different from what they are now. But still, Kansas learned a valuable lesson. Look at the score, 32-30. It's a close game. Kansas actually led by 7 in the first half. Kentucky got it going with their defense. Anthony Davis with a run-through, and as we've come to learn, he's unbelievable around the basket in finishing alley-oops. You cannot allow yourself to have bad transition balance. And here's what I mean. Here's Kansas. They have 4 players behind the ball, a turnover. You know, they actually won the turnover battle in this game. They only had 10 turnovers, but those turnovers led to easy runouts and buckets. And, of course, Kentucky does a terrific job of blocking shots. Again, crashing the glass, not good defensive balance. Tyshawn Taylor's late getting back. Elijah Johnson's nowhere to be found. And Kentucky extended it to a 17-point lead. And they did so by finally getting an offensive rhythm in the second half. First half was very scattered. Second half, you see Darius Miller pump fake. That's what he likes to do. He likes that one dribble, either shoot a jump shot or kick it off to Deron Lamb. And again, the extra pass, a little pick, roll, hit the weak side man. Darius Miller, the veteran, with the extra pass to Lamb. In the second half, Kentucky really settled down. Now, for Kansas, it wasn't all bad. They were able to attack the basket to get to the rim, especially with Tyshawn Taylor and at times Thomas Robinson. And if we look at last night as a guide, the ability to attack and then score off second shots as well. Remember, Louisville dominated the game and was able to stay in the game with their offensive rebounding because Kentucky wants to come over and block shots. So it's a little bit of you're almost giving two messages to Kansas. One, you can score on second shots, but if you're not a guy that can get an offensive rebound, you better get back because Kentucky is outstanding in transition. And as we've seen, they shoot it well, they pass it well, they handle it well, and they finish well around the hoop. For Kansas, you got to keep Kentucky out of transition if you want any hope of winning the game.
Real quickly, you like Kansas or Kentucky here?
I like Kentucky. I think
like them the whole way.
No, I liked Carolina before Kendall Marshall got hurt. I thought that would have been an epic showdown. I can't imagine a tougher team in Kansas. They are not going away, much like Louisville wouldn't go away. Yep. But I can't see a late collapse for John Calipari like he had in 2008 when they missed free throws. Although Kentucky did really struggle at the free throw line last night, I'm going to take Kentucky in a single-digit game, but not a particularly close game at the end.
Calipari's Memphis team in 2008 losing in overtime to Bill Self's Kansas team. Calipari still looking for that elusive first national title. We'll see if it comes in New Orleans tomorrow night. Doug Gottlieb breaking down tomorrow night's championship game.